What's happening, YouTube? Gemini Jets 10 here, and welcome back to the channel. Really quickly before we begin, I just wanted to address the elephant in the room, which is the fact that I haven't uploaded in like 5 months, I think. It's a combination of a couple different things. The biggest one was I simply burned myself out with all the uploads I did in that 2-month period. I know it wasn't a lot. I think it was right around 10, but I simply burned myself out. Also, it had a lot to do with the construction project on my home, which will build the addition that will eventually give me space to, have a permanent spot to do all of my modeling. That kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. So it was originally going to be fall of 2022. Then it was going to be fall going into early winter. And then winter hit and we were like, okay, let's wait for the spring. So now it's looking more like March or April of 2023. So it just kept getting pushed back, and it really just simply made me lose a little bit of interest because I didn't want to keep putting repetitive content out. But we'll see what happens with this slew. I don't want to make a promise on consistent uploading because I probably just simply won't hold myself to it. But I'm going to try and shoot for a video once every 2 weeks. Again, we'll see how that goes. But today, we got an interesting one. We're going to be unboxing 4 new models that I purchased at Hobbytown, USA in Plano last night. Tonight is Wednesday, February the 8th, I believe. Went out last night to Dallas, had to do a couple things, went out and had dinner with some family friends. And we were pretty close to the Hobbytown in Plano, so I swung by, talked with Todd down over there. He's one of the gentlemen down there who this is sort of his thing. So got to chit-chatting with him, picked up 4 new models, so quickly we will go over them. As usual, I am pretty transparent with how much money I spend on my models. So if we can get into focus here, the total of these 4 models was $243.51. So just to give an idea for you guys who may be getting into collecting, it's an expensive hobby. It never has been cheap. But yeah, let's not waste much more time. Let's jump right into it. So we'll start off here. This is just the first model I grabbed. We've got the United 737 MAX 8 in the new livery. This is my first new livery United aircraft. I can't exactly remember when United came out with their new blue paint scheme. I forget the exact name of it. But it's sort of got the Euro white going on here with the blue tail. United Together written on the aircraft as well. This is the 737 MAX 8. Picked this bad boy up for $49.99. So let's take it out of the box. We're not going to do an in-depth review of all the models. It's namely just showing them off. So we'll have a quick look at this gorgeous aircraft, if we can get it into focus here. Come on, there we go. Being United, and then when you flip it around, United Together. So that is beautiful. I love it. And then you've got the United Together logo on the bottom of the jet as well. Absolutely beautiful. Been wanting to pick up a new livery United aircraft. They had one. I grabbed it. And that is that. So that's the first of 4. Next up, we've got the Southwest 737-800 in Freedom 1. This has been one that I've been looking at purchasing for such a long time, but I've really just kind of beat around the bush on it. It was the last one they had there. It was $49.99 as well, and so I grabbed it. Freedom 1 is absolutely gorgeous. I actually spotted this aircraft the last time I flew into Dallas Love Field. So yeah, here is Freedom 1. Absolutely gorgeous aircraft. Alrighty then. So that is the second of the 4. Alrighty, number 3, we've got the Frontier Airbus A320 Neo. This is my second Frontier aircraft. This one, I believe, is Poppy the Prairie Dog. Yes, Poppy the Prairie Dog on the tail. This is my second Frontier A320 Neo. I currently have Champ the Bronco. And now we add Poppy the Prairie Dog. If we can get that focused. This, of course, features Frontier's new livery, the ones that I believe they came out with when they started acquiring A320 Neos. So that aircraft is beautiful. There's Poppy chilling there on the tail. So that is sweet. Third aircraft right there. Super excited to add these 3 guys right here to the fleet. Add some new domestic aircraft, of course. The internationals are always cool to add, you know, the wide-body aircraft. But got to keep up with the domestic aircraft as well, and these are all 3 models that I've not only wanted for a while, but I had the opportunity to add, and so I did add them to my collection. Now, last but certainly not least, this one might come as a bit of a shock to some people, but it is the Qantas Airbus A380 in the new livery. This one came in at $74.99. I can't remember if I mentioned it, but the Frontier was $49.99 as well. So the 3 narrow bodies were $50. This one was $75, and that's just what Hobbytown charges for their larger wide-body aircraft. So there it is. This one is probably the one I'm most excited about to add. I've been wanting to add a Qantas A380 to my collection for such a long time. And again, it was one of those situations where I really just beat around the bush with adding it. And they had one there when I was there last night. So added it, I did. Qantas used to operate the A380 in and out of DFW as Qantas 7 and 8. It, for some time, was one of the longest passenger flights in the world. But when the pandemic hit, they ceased service on that route. And then when they brought it back, it was on a Dreamliner. So, unfortunate I don't get to see this gorgeous bird fly in and out of DFW anymore. Hopefully they will restart it on the DFW route. That would be super awesome. It was by far one of my favorite aircraft to spot, was the Qantas A380 at DFW. And British Airways now is the airline that operates an A380 in and out of DFW on their daily flight to and from London. So that one is pretty cool. So if we can get it focused here without it being all blurry, that might be a long shot. So there is the 4 new aircraft that I picked up last night at Hobbytown USA. 4 brand new models added to the collection. Super excited to add these guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. I know 5 months ago I was saying big things are coming, but big things are still coming to the channel. Hopefully just a couple more months now. I'm hoping at least by this summer I will have it all set back up and be ready to start really pumping out content again. I'm going to try not to burn myself out, so I apologize if there's longer gaps between uploads. I'd like to, again, I think I said this at the beginning of the video, but I'd like to shoot for a video once every 2 weeks, at least leading up to, you know, the summer. Airliners International is here in Dallas this year, so super excited for that and looking forward to it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Gemini out.